Hello, everybody, and welcome to tonight's show. It is the Divine Feminine Rebirth show, of course, on the Maison Jupiter channel on YouTube and Rumble. I'm Julie from Maison Jupiter, and I'm here with my two soul sisters, Sophie and Elena. And of course, hi to everybody watching. I'm very happy to be with all of you tonight. And tonight, we're going to talk about, first of all, the conjunction between Mercury and Neptune, which is going to be exact in 2 days from now on March 8th. So very interesting conjunction for the spiritual community because we're going to be, I think, having lots of downloads and lots of hints of what we have to work on for the upcoming eclipses. And then second part of the show, we're going to be talking about the Pisces new moon, which is coming up this week. I was going to say this Friday, but no, it's on Sunday. Friday, we're going to have the meditation here on the channel. So let me welcome my co-host. First of all, hi, Sophie. How are you doing? And welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. And I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us in this week. And this is a big week. I feel that with the Pisces energy, it's very spiritual and we have a lot to talk about. So thank you everyone for joining us in this very high vibrational show today.
Yeah, very excited. And hi to talking about high vibration people. Hi to Ben Thompson watching us. Very happy to see you here. He says the energy has certainly shifted. Yes, definitely. And we're going to talk about that tonight as well. And we're still in Pisces season. So we are feeling a lot of what I feel will be coming up in materiality later on. But right now, we're, especially psychic people here in the community, we're already having a glimpse of what's going to be our future. So we can have lots of downloads, lots of prophetic dreams. Let me know in the chat if you have been having interesting dreams lately, because it is Pisces season after all. Also, it's a really good time to do any kind of spiritual treatment. I've been doing my Reiki treatment just earlier today, so I was just in a kind of not a weird energy, but like in between worlds. Is how it kind of feels. So yeah, this is really Pisces. As I like to call it. So thank you, Ben, for being here. And also we have another star with us tonight. Hi, Coco. Very happy to see you in the chat, and hi to everybody also. You are very appreciated, of course. And hi, Elena. Let us know how you're doing today and how you've been handling this Pisces energy lately.
Perfect. Hi, Julie. Hi, Sophie. Hello, everybody. Very happy to be here. This energy, it's very up and down. I feel like sometimes I feel very stressed, but at the same time, very tired, but light energy, getting a lot of download as well, like you said. Having difficulties to sleep. So if ever you guys are you having difficulty to sleep, let us know, because that's the energy that I'm getting close to a new moon, plus is the new moon on Pisces. So I feel like there's so many downloads that are coming, but I'm feeling good today. Yeah, and happy to be here.
Happy to be with you as well. And Sophie, I had a question for your cards to start the show. Can you tell us why are having no, let me rephrase that question. I kind of had like two questions at the same time. What's happening near a new moon for us, for a lot of people to feel a drain in their energy, and some people are getting sick. So what can the cards tell us as what are we feeling with our physical bodies near a new moon?
Okay, let's see. And I'm feeling that too. Every new moon, I'm either sick or not sleeping or really, really tired. Vertigo is showing up also. So I'm in that group too. Let's see. What is happening around new moons, please? We have healing as the first card, Four of Swords. We have 10 of Cups, and we have a Queen of Rods, Queen of Wands. So it's supposed to be really positive. So why are we feeling more sleepy, or why are we feeling more like we are sick or whatever? I think it's simply a purge of what needs to be purged, because it's all positive energy, and it's all about finding our ground and finding our vitality back. So we're not supposed to feel that as a bad thing, but it's the opposite. In fact, it's healing, and it's just releasing the bad stuff. I know it's more full moon that is for releasing, but those cards are about releasing also with the new moon. It's just something that is happening. So we are aligned with a new path in the new moon, and we're releasing what needs to be released from the previous month, if that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense. And also, I wanted to say that lately we've been having the sun come really close to Saturn. And whenever we have either the sun or the moon close to Saturn, it's normal to feel like our energy is a bit drained, is a bit down, and we feel a bit more like depressed, or we feel like we need to isolate ourselves even more. And we've been having the sun on Saturn for like the past week. So it's just right now, it's kind of moving away from Saturn, which is very good thing. So Saturn is at 10 degrees and now the sun is at 16. So we're kind of moving away from that Saturnian energy, which can be like a bit heavy and a bit of a downer. So I think we've been feeling that as well. And right now, as we're talking, we have the moon right on Pluto. So this is a really good to have like psychic aha moments, but also can be very transformational in nature, emotionally speaking. So yeah. Wow. So thank you guys for being here. I'm trying to read your comment. And a lot of people have been commenting that sleep is either hard to get, like hard to fall asleep, or having lots of dreams, or feeling like an intense energy shift at night, which is very Pisces in nature. And right before we talk about the conjunction, which I think is very interesting, I'm going to remind you, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. That's Maison Jupiter on YouTube. And of course, also, we just started our new Rumble channel for Maison Jupiter. Some people prefer to watch videos on Rumble. Some other people prefer YouTube. So you have both options now. And we can pull your comments from the Rumble and the YouTube and Twitter, all on right here as we're streaming live. And of course, also don't forget to give us a like. It really helps us into spreading our content as wide as we can. So really appreciate your support as usual. And also, I wanted to say, if you do have personal questions connected to the new moon, or connected to any kind of experiences that you're having in your life right now, you can also give us a super chat, or on YouTube, or a rant on Rumble, and we'll get to your personal questions towards at the end of the show with the cards or with the astrology, as you wish. So that being said, I want to get into my slide for the conjunction, and then I'm going to ask you guys to comment on that and pull cards. So in 2 days from now, March 8th, so that's going to be on Friday, we have Mercury conjunct Neptune. So, and because Neptune is in its own sign of Pisces right now, and we're going to have Mercury there, it's highly psychic. So Neptune is kind of the big channeler. It's our connection to source. It's our connection to our dreams, to the other dimensions, to our guides also, to our spiritual practices, to our higher self. And Mercury there is kind of the messenger between worlds. It's also the Hermes, which is the traveler between the God's realm and also the material realm. So we have kind of two planets that are bridging all the dimension coming together. And Mercury is kind of what we need to have a direct communication with our guides, with our higher selves, with also our multifaceted selves across the different dimensions. So this is super powerful, and I'm sure you guys are going to be particularly interested about this one, because you guys are so psychic. Sometimes I don't even say stuff during the live shows, and you guys are emailing me or giving me comments and getting exactly the exact thought that I was having at that moment. So I think it's going to be interesting for you. So first of all, one of the themes that could come up, the exact conjunction is on the 8th, so on Friday, but we can already start to feel it from now and throughout the week, so until the weekend also. And it's going to also be impactful during the new moon on Pisces, in Pisces. So important conversations about forgiveness. So Neptune in its highest frequency is unconditional love. It is forgiveness. It's what allows us to feel like we're one. It breaks the illusion that we're all separated with our own egos. So there could be important conversations, Mercury, about forgiveness, about forgiving people, either face to face or just you doing, let's say, for example, the Ho'oponopono meditation that you're forgiving someone else through, let's say, energy, space, and time. Also, healing of some relationships with friends, forgiveness again, because Mercury is friends, it is siblings as well. And forgiving is the nature of Neptune and its higher frequencies. Also, we could be having lots of downloads and lots of guidance from spirit. So if you've been, let's say, experiencing something that you don't really know where you're going, or you'd like to get some more guidance from you guys, it is the day on the 8th to really meditate and ask for guidance and maybe pull cards if that's one of your practices. I think you could get a lot of really interesting messages there. So also getting messages from the other side is very likely to happen on that date. And on the 8th, the moon is going to be conjunct Venus. So we're going to probably feel a lot more sensitive, and we're going to feel like we want to unite with the people that we care about, our close ones, the people we consider our family. And another thing I wanted to say here is what plays out in our relationships and in our life around this time, around March 8th, so Friday and throughout the weekend, could reveal the major healing theme of the new moon in Pisces, which is going to be Sunday. So to me, try to be mindful of what comes up from now until Friday as a theme of like love, forgiveness, spirituality, insights, guidance. And that's probably going to be one of your most important healing themes that's going to come up for the new moon in Pisces, which is highly magical and healing. And then I think we're going to be finding our new rhythm with the energies of Aquarius. So we're slowly trying to find back our balance and our new rhythm in this like new energy, new frequency. And this conjunction is highly helping to get some more guidance on how we should adapt even better. Of course, a great time for any kind of spiritual practice, healing practices, meditation. And you can get really inspired to create something or create some more art around this time as well. So this is what we have. Sophie, I'd like you to pull some cards around what's the best guidance can the cards give us for this conjunction between Mercury and Neptune? What should we do?
Okay, I love it. So it says that basically be aware of what you want to be healed. So be aware of, I'm sorry, I'm losing my voice. Be aware of where you have pain and where you have limiting belief. Those things are mainly about active pains. So it doesn't mean that you can only heal from things that are actively painful. You can go back to old wounds. I will take some water. I have no voice.
Go ahead.
Okay. Mercury,
maybe it's a sign that we're going to be healing our throat chakra and healing our voice and communication.
I think so. That's Mercury also,
Yes.
So yeah, absolutely. So make sure that you know and make a list. If you are a Virgo like me, make a list of what you want to heal and what you would like for this a new moon to heal. Also, what we have is there is a lot of downloads that will come through. So where you have questions, where you have doubts in yourself, the direction you should be taking, that's what you're going to get as insight. That is what you're going to receive if you put yourself in a place of receiving, of course. That means let the the phone away if you can, the most possible. I know it's both Neptune for the screen and Mercury for communication, but let it away if you can, and let yourself maybe just receive what needs to be received from the universe and from within.
So basically, you have a feeling that we're going to get like really strong guidance about like the next step of our spiritual evolution or something like that. Is that correct?
I think we're going to receive a lot, but we're going to easily get distracted and blocked from those things if we are distracted by Neptune is distraction and Mercury is also distraction. So the higher vibrational thing that you can do would be to place yourself in a place of receiving. So I'm not saying put the phone away, block it and close. I'm not saying that, but put it away in a sense where you can hear if it's somebody's calling, but you're not actively on it. Don't put your TV on. This is a moment where you should be in a place of receiving message, and we're not going to distract our mind 100%. We're going to let things come to us naturally and not in a occupying our mind so we're busy.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. And especially because Pisces season is all about also being so sensitive to our environment and to all the messages. So if we kind of have an overloaded bandwidth, we're not going to get the important messages that need to come through, right? So I love that message. Elena, well, first of all, have you been already feeling this conjunction between Mercury and Neptune? Like, do you feel more psychic than usual? Do you get more insights, messages, dreams? And what would you like to share surrounding that question?
I feel like, yes, there's so many messages are coming. Like we had that show 2 days ago. Usually, like I was thinking that I was getting something from the universe, but I was getting downloads, and I feel like messages wanted to come, spirits wanted to come inside my body and like send a message to you guys. I didn't know it was that at that moment before you put the video from the full moon eclipse meditation activation that we're going to be doing, but that's the message that I got. And so be aware of, if you're feeling like you need to say something, just say it out loud, even if it doesn't make any sense. Probably maybe something else will come. I feel also, like you said, Sophie, put the cell phone on the side, bringing your crystals, putting a crystal for a protection close to your cell phone, close to the TV as well. And what I've been feeling a lot is we need to clear the crown chakra to be able to get all the messages right. So I would say, like, every day when you're doing your protection, clear as much as possible your crown chakra, so you're getting even more the message clearly.
And as you were doing that, like I was kind of feeling also while taking a shower, if you're visualizing like the shower coming out on your head, you can really see that it cleanses your crown chakra as well, if that makes sense.
And it totally makes sense. I'm feeling very emotional. 2 days ago as well, when you did the video from the full moon activation, I was crying, and it felt like I'm in a safe space with you guys, with the community, and no judgment. Because, like, crying, it's not, for people, it's not good, but it's so much healing and everything. So very, very
season is all about crying for me.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people have been commenting that they were feeling a lot more emotional and sensitive during this time of year. I think it's normal. We're feeling so much from also our personal lives, the people around us, and the collective as well during Pisces season, because it's kind of it reminds us how we're all connected. We're all one, basically. So we can feel what other people feel. So that's why it's such a blessing, but at the same time, it could be a bit tricky, right? And, while you guys were talking, I was kind of reminded how you guys are both Pisces rising. And we are in Pisces season. So I'd like to ask the both of you how you've been handling this really intense Pisces season. Wow. I think it's the last one, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna validate that in just a few minutes, but I think it's the last Pisces season that we're having with Neptune in Pisces. So it's even more like psychic, sensitive, no boundaries. It's even more intense than in a usual Pisces season. So I'll start with you, Sophie. How have you been handling this Pisces season so far? It's not over because, of course, we're going to enter Aries season on March 19. But how have you been feeling so far with that?
So far, it's good. Honestly, it feels like it's my natural state of the Pisces. So I feel at home in that season. I had to sleep more, but I mean, that's okay. You always have to listen to your body. And I had to go back to see if I had my routine of clearing my energy, clearing my space, and respecting my boundaries. And this is always a good way to just, okay, look, is it a good way of my routine right now or not? It's always a good reminder. That's what I'm trying to say, because when this is the season of Pisces, it's just more in your face when it's something is wrong. When you have wrong boundaries, wrong routine, you're not sleeping well, you're not clearing your space, you're not clearing your energy. Yeah. And I've been clearing my energy. So it's I think it's a good season. I don't think it's too much. We don't have a lot of bad aspect to it, I think. This is my best guess with what I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm honestly feeling like Aries is going to be a good start to the new year, and we're going to be able to leave behind a lot from this Pisces season that was intense for most of us.
Yeah, but you know what? Like, I love how, I don't know if you're doing it on purpose, but astrologically, you're really balancing out the polarity of Pisces and Virgo, because you are a Virgo sun, you are a Pisces rising, and you were talking about having a good routine throughout your day to really try to balance out this really like this big intensity. And of course, you're doing a Pisces type of work. You're meeting with clients, you're being a psychic, so you're working really much on the Pisces archetype, and you're balancing out. I don't know if you knew that you were doing that consciously, but having like a strong routine, definite boundaries is kind of more the Virgo part of it to balance out this energy. Because I feel like when people are too much in the Pisces archetype without any routine, without any consciousness, awareness of like the day-to-day routine, the day-to-day stuff, it can be really messy, honestly.
And if I can add to it, my desk is messy. My home is messy this week, and I have been in the Pisces more. And that's really what you're saying is true. I'm using my Virgo to say, okay, now I'm the big mama, and I'm going to clearing that. I'm going to deal with this. And we need that balance, because it's an extreme in any type of sign will not be good. Any extreme is not good. So we need to bring balance. But I'm just really blessed. Well, now I'm feeling blessed. Before I was not, but really blessed to have those two opposites as a main influence in my natal chart, because I can bring that sense of balance and structure to this craziness.
Yeah, I love that. I think you're handling that really well, because honestly, like, I'm struggling a bit more than you are. Like, Pisces season for me is like, I don't have any Pisces in my chart, so I'm like kind of like swimming in uncomfortable waters. It's kind of lots of sensitivity, releasing. I'm just like, can this be over with? Can we move into Aries season? Like, I have lots of fire in my chart. And yeah, Tim is saying crying is a shower for the eyes. I love that. Yeah, it's so beautifully said. And Judith is saying Epsom salt bath for me. Wow. And Judith, I don't know if you know consciously why this is such a great idea, especially, but Pisces is water. It's a water sign, right? It's the ocean. And salt represents the earth element. And right now we have Saturn in Pisces. So Saturn is the salt, Pisces is the water. So this is like the perfect remedy, I think, for all the really, let's say, harsh energy that we've had, especially last week while the sun was so close to that Saturn in Pisces. So I think I'm gonna, you gave me a great idea. I'm gonna do that. Thank you, Judith. And yeah, Jenny's saying I take Epsom baths every night. I'm able to. Wow, great idea. I'm gonna. I feel inspired by you guys. Okay, Elena, I'd like to know, are you also handling this Pisces season well? Do you think this one is different from the last ones? How do you feel so far?
I feel like I've been able to express myself even better, uh, trying to be surrounded by people that I connect with, open with people that I connect with and understand me. Been able to protect more myself as well. Usually, Pisces season is totally different for me because you don't want to get into any addictions. It doesn't matter like what type of addiction. So I'm really aware this season. If ever I see that I'm doing something too much, I slow down and I really take the time to take control of my Pisces. So I feel like I'm more in control this year. Yeah.
Good. Maybe it's the wise women in you.
Thank
I
you.
love that. Thank you, Lena. And Tim, yeah, was saying, what an awesome show on Monday. Yeah, thank you, Tim. Honestly, I think that was our best so far. I'm really proud of that show. If you haven't seen it, please go ahead and do so. This is the Unbound special show that we did on Monday on releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And we've been having like so many great comments about a lot of people trying the methods that we were giving in that show about how to cut karmic links, cut cords, release karma, rewrite soul contracts. And I think it's really important right now to look at it, especially while we're moving so close to the eclipse that's going to be on March 25th in Libra with the South Node. So Libra is relationships. South Node is all about releasing past lives patterns, karmic patterns that are weighing us down. And that's right before also, well, that's really close to the equinox. So I really feel like the work that is done now is going to help us move leaps and bounds further ahead and really do things in a new, different way that is going to be super positive for all of us. So that was the show on Monday. Let us know if you enjoyed that show. I think a lot of you did. And of course, we also launched the activation that we're going to be doing. That's going to be on March 25th for the eclipse. During that show. And there is a coupon code right now that's Eclipse, all in caps, and that's available for another week. So you can save 25% if you'd like to register. If you feel guided to join us, that would be awesome. Elena and I are going to be doing this activation live from a very sacred portal in Dominican Republic that's going to activate our sacral chakra and our heart chakras. And right before we get into that, we have also another activation that's part of this package with Sophie, which is going to be the week before on March 15. And we're going to be doing all the work necessary to welcome the energy and the work that's going to be done there. And we have been guided by our spirit team to do this on location, and we were being told like this is a really big deal, so make sure you deliver the message to the community. First of all, Sophie, what can you share about the show on Monday? How did you feel about it? Were you surprised with all the information that came out, especially about Atlantis? What can you tell us about that?
When I do shows, especially when I do tarot, I'm in a trance, so I tend to not remember a lot. But I do remember the part about Atlantis because it shocked me a lot. That information coming out to the surface that we go watch it, guys, if you haven't seen that, of course. But we pull card on what was the energy around the eclipse, and there was a huge connection with our past life collectively. So not just the three of us, but also you guys in this meditation that are really important to hold the space for this new world. And it was linked with Atlantis. So I was really shocked to hear that part. Even if that was me that was saying this through the cards, sometimes when you're in trance, it's like, it's not even me. It's not even my face. It's not even my body. It's just words coming out and from source. And honestly, I have to research more about this now. I'm like in a rabbit hole. I love knowing that we are in this pattern of the past and we can do more. We can change the timeline. So there is a possible best future with our action with this eclipse.
And do you remember what you were getting, or were you like channeling and you don't remember a thing about what you said about like the mirroring big catastrophic event that happened in Atlantis and us being kind of at a crossroad right now? Do you remember that part?
Now that you say that, yes. And that's not a surprise, guys. Julie is often saying, "You said that, you predicted it." I don't remember it. But yes, I do remember now that you're saying that we were, yes, in the same time frame, I think, with where was Atlantis and when you did the ritual, guys, in the first place. And now where we are in this world with what is going on collectively, that we are in the same time. If I can, I don't know how to say that better, but we are in the same time frame, I think, than when we were in Atlantis doing the ritual. So we can manifest all together a better future. And this is starting with us, inside of us, and just with our own life, but of course, collectively holding this space and creating this new vibration, higher frequency. It's making it more easy to go in the right direction. And we are going to heal a lot of things.
I love that. And a lot of people have, Tim, thank you. He says, I have watched it 3 times already. Wow, I love that. I should be doing the same because there was a lot of gems in that show. Thank you, Tim. Shauna saying, yes, loved it. And Britt Merritt, thank you. Monday show was the best show ever. Yes, I have the same feeling after. I was like, oh, wow, that was so great. And Shauna Mary saying, Atlantis is coming up a lot right now. And yes, I noticed that too. I was trying to browse videos on YouTube today, and like a lot of stuff from Atlantis came up from nowhere. So I'd like to ask you, Sophie, before asking Elena, I'd like to ask you, well, I kind of have an idea, but what can the cards tell us about why is Atlantis coming up so much right now in this period of time? Well, let's say in this first part of the year.
So Atlantis was a first test, and mainly collectively we are reincarnated at this exact same time together because we were part also of Atlantis in the first time. So it says that we tried to protect our knowledge at that time and protect our connection with the divine that was really strong and sacred, but couldn't. And now we are trying to do the same thing. We're trying to open up a new timeline where we're going to be able to protect our knowledge, protect also the future, and manifest the best timeline, because we're still in a moment where we can influence the timeline in the future showing up, and to heal a lot of things. So we need to heal the masculine energy for sure. That showed up in the show Monday, and we need to, by healing the masculine, we need to be at peace with this masculine energy first and protect the divine feminine with the high priestess energy, so we can have this new world with a lot more of high vibration than just wars and destruction and things like that.
Yeah, I really resonate with that. And what also can the cards tell us about what kind of knowledge do we have to protect right now?
Going to switch.
What kind of information?
Yeah. So the Queen of Wands, of course, the witch energy. But the 3 main cards are King of Pentacles reverse, King of Sword upright, and we have 6 of Cups. It is less about the greed and the money than our own knowledge about fairies, about love vibration. 6 of Cups is unconditional love and the knowledge of our ancestors. So everything could be destroyed for greed everything could be destroyed for basically just capitalism, so just matrix stuff, and we need to protect the magical side of it, the unconditional side of it, the communication between people, because there is a lot of problem with communication that was started a few years ago, if you notice what things happened in 2020. And there is a lot of communication that we had to work on full unconditional love, because there is a lot of things that were easily going into anger and conflict. So this is one of the things, but there is a lot more. So basically, we should protect our knowledge, we should protect our truth, we should protect our voice, and we should protect the magical side with a lot of vibration of the love, and not going into fight, not going into conflict and tearing everything down just because of civil conflicts.
That feels to me to balance out, like, again, the masculine and the feminine, because when you're talking about all this knowledge, all of what we learn, all about like our intellectual capacities, but also merge it with love, compassion, looking out for the highest good of all humans, of animals, everyone, all living beings on the earth. So it feels like we have to balance out and keep also the compassion and the high vibration, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Elena, let me get you into the conversation. And what was your highlight of that show? And what caught your attention the most when we were talking about this show?
Well, we've been getting a lot of downloads. One of them that I've been getting a lot is we're talking about Atlantis, and a lot of messages are hidden from us. And when we're going to be healing together, being able to balance the feminine side and masculine side, we will be able to see them and to heal that place. As a community, will be even more powerful to be able to see the message that are been hiding from us for a long time. That's the big feeling, the energy that I'm getting.
So, okay, so a lot more hidden information coming to light after we are even more balanced within us. That makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
I love that message. And thank you, Shauna, for that beautiful message. My heart opened during your last show. Tears were streaming. I felt so much resonating and had vision of my art time back then. Wow, that's really awesome. And for that purpose, I think I'm going to show you the video for the people who haven't seen it for them on the Monday show. And then right after that, we're going to be talking about the new moon in Pisces. So stay tuned and let me show you the video. Yes. So thank you guys for your beautiful comments. I was reading it while we were playing the video. Thank you, ML444. This is such an incredible and beautiful work of art, the music, the love, the beauty of our world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. And what really touches me about that comment is that like this is really new that I was able to find the time to create, to put a lot more love and beauty and art into my creations. So I really took the time to do it this time. And I'm really proud of the results. So thank you. Really, I'm happy about that comment. And what I want to say also, I've been seeing fours everywhere lately. So I don't, you too, Sophie?
Yeah.
Okay. So can we pull cards on that? And let me know, guys, also in the chat if you also have been seeing specific numbers or also 444. And Coco, thank you. What a beautiful clip. And Stella is saying, oh man, here come the waterworks. That video choked me up. Beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate it.
So 4 is also the number for Dad. So I was assuming it was him, but let's see for the collective, if you have seen 4, what it means for you guys. It means that you are coming in a place of your life that you're way more stable, and a place that change will finally be able to settle down a little bit after this phase, and that you will be able to have solid grounds where you can build on. So we still have a lot of karma to get rid of, but you are almost there. It says the structure and the stability is coming, so don't give up, and it's not the time to sit down and relax yet, but it will be soon.
I love that message. Yay, this is a good sign, good omen. So yes, a lot of people have been saying 4 as well. Witsa is saying me too and 444 all the time. Dana is saying 4 and 7. Shauna is saying 4 and 444 for the last year or so. 4 is the emperor. It's a sign that you're building something, a strong foundation. So I really love that. And Jennifer is saying, I woke up at 444 this AM. Wow. So lots of us are seeing 4. I love that. What did I want to say about that? And Britt Marin is saying also many 4 and 1. This is the combination that I always see since my spiritual awakening. I see a mix of 1 and 4. I see 144, 441. And I've been diving deep into the 144,000 rabbit hole because of that reason, because I could see those numbers all the time. Wow. Like Laura saying my dad's football number was 41. So I've been seeing that everywhere since I had my spiritual awakening. So that's really awesome.
You know what it means for you, Julie?
Go ahead.
It means that you are the emperor of your own life, and that you are creating your own foundation and your own stability, and you're strong enough to build it.
Wow. I love that. Thank you so much. But also I feel like there's something about like the Starseed mission, the 144,000. Maybe we could do another show on that, because we kind of touched on it a year ago, I believe, but I think there's more to it that needs to be unveiled. Let me know, guys, if that resonates. And Rainbow Sun is saying also, yes, 144441 for a long time, many years. Me too. Okay, now let's switch to the new moon in Pisces. So we're going to be experiencing the new moon in Pisces exact on Sunday morning. And right now I'm looking at Eastern time. I believe it's at 5 a.m. Yes, 5 a.m. Eastern time on Sunday morning. So it will be full in the sky between Saturday and Sunday if you are living too close to our time zone. If not, of course, just keep in mind that it's going to be close to March 10th. So not the right one, right here. So new moon in Pisces, it's going to be at 20 degrees, so a Scorpio degree. So a very watery new moon, very intense new moon. And what I love about it is that it marks the last new moon of the astrological year. So to me, a new moon, we open up a new cycle, but in Pisces, it's the last zodiac sign. So we open up a last chapter of healing that will begin in one area of our life, depending, of course, in what house it's going to fall for you. If you have no idea, go and check out the show that we did for the prediction of March. Sophie and I looked at it for all the 12 zodiac signs, so you'll have a better idea of where it will fall depending on your rising sign, sun sign, moon sign. So this one is really interesting because the new moon, it's the sun and the moon will be sitting between Saturn and Neptune in Pisces. So between like two giants basically in astrology, and with two very, very different energies. So because Saturn will be a bit behind, it's kind of leaving behind problems and obstacles and moving towards Neptune, which is moving more into the flow, into healing, into inspiration, forgiveness, higher love. All of that is Neptune. So I feel like we're going to be between, let's say, two worlds, but also opening up a new chapter to reach, let's say, the higher frequency, the higher vibrations of Neptune. The new moon will sextile Uranus, so this is a good aspect to you. Uranus is downloads. It's also timeline jumps, really fast movement. So finding innovative solutions to an issue. Because we're kind of moving away from Saturn, it means that we can now move away also from blockages in our life, from what have been preventing us from having, let's say, an opening, a healing. Yeah. I was looking for a word, but I cannot. My brain doesn't want to function today. So also we have letting past hardships behind and jumping timelines rapidly because of Uranus. So Uranus can be like sudden changes, sudden aha moments. So that can be really interesting. And of course, also we're going to still feel the Mercury-Neptune conjunction around this new moon. So lots of downloads again. Be mindful also of your dreams. Maybe having a dream journal can help. And also Mercury will sextile Pluto. So that's going to be super powerful. And we are able at that time to kind of make plans for the future in a bold way, but not necessarily yet taking action, because especially if you have something big coming along, waiting for the equinox, the Aries season is kind of the action season. But Mercury at that point will be at 0 degree Aries, so super powerful degree. And the sun will be exactly there at 0 degree Aries for the equinox. So it's kind of a little preview of what we want to manifest when the equinox come, when we have this new moon in Pisces. And then lastly, Mars. Well, the only kind of tough aspect to this new moon is this one. It's Mars square Uranus, which can be a bit, let's say, aggressive. It can really cut ties in a drastic way. So some relationships and situations can, at this point, don't make it to our future reality. So there could be sudden separation, sudden closures. So that's kind of the only, I would say, tougher aspect of this new moon. But also, we're in Pisces season. We're in the letting go season. So it's part of the experience. Well, I'll ask Elena first. So Elena, I see you. You're smudging. I love that. You're muted, Elena, on your side, I believe. Yep.
Sorry.
Elena, I wanted to know, because we're going to do also this very special meditation on Friday here on this YouTube channel, free for everybody to join us. Have you already been guided of kind of the direction of this meditation we're going to be doing for the new moon in Pisces? What do you feel about this new moon?
I feel like the energy will be positive, even if we have been dealing with a lot of stress probably during the season. And sometimes, getting downloads, it's not easy. The message can be positive, but also you can have a lot of fear. So we're going to work through those type of fear if you have, and bringing all this positive energy, feminine energy into that meditation, and being able just to be more relaxed and be ready for that full moon eclipse. I feel like it's a big preparation.
Yeah. And since it's also the last new moon of the year, of the astrological year, the natural year, so it's kind of a last attempt to really fine tune some things before we get into the new frequency, the new vibration.
Correct.
First of all, did you want to add anything? Sorry, Elena.
And I was going to say, you said that maybe probably some relationship will be ending, but if that's the case, by bringing all the positive energy with this new moon, you guys are going to have, you're going to be strong enough to be able to say the right words and being able to walk on the right path. That's a feeling that I have.
I love that. I feel very good about this new moon, I have to say. Leaving Saturn behind is kind of giving me this big smile just thinking
Yeah.
about it. Yeah. Sophie, how do you feel about this new moon? And can we pull cards also on the biggest energies of this new moon?
My initial feeling, I'm going to pull cards also, but my feeling about this new moon is it's that it's going to be very, very, very emotional. And it's going to be something where you will have to choose between I'm putting that stuck inside of me and I'm just pushing that energy in so I can work and I can function and I'm not going to go in the emotions, or you can go in and really heal from it. But it's going to be a lot of emotions. So Pisces is also, like we said, addiction. So if you are using your coping mechanism, some are really bad, some are really like accepted by society, but not better. So if you are distracting your mind from those emotions, good or bad, you may be missing out on the point of this new moon. So that's my initial feeling.
That makes a lot of sense.
And the cards are saying heartbreak. They are saying Three of Swords is the heartbreak. We have a King of Wands. King of Wands is a king of productivity, work, and also vitality. So you can be affected in your vitality because of something that is there. It doesn't need to be bad. It can be really positive also, even though we have this, it's a collective message, but it's going to be making you more sensitive. It's going to make you more vulnerable. So that's why we have the Three of Swords. And if it's a good news and you're vulnerable and you push that joy inside by fear that is going to turn bad later, it's the same energy as putting something bad inside of you and not going there. It's as bad. So we have the world as finishing the year. We are finishing a big cycle, but I feel that we're going to finish way more than a year. We're going to finish, if we are really doing the work, a lot of karma and a lot of lifetimes of lessons within this month.
Okay, I love that. And I'm trying to find a comment that we've received earlier. Okay, I have it. Okay, so I kind of have a question for the cards regarding that comment. Is it just our current life being affected with this Pisces season, I guess, Pisces energy, or a past life, or does it unlock them all? Seems very strong in a good way. So I think that's a really good question. Can we ask the cards if like the emotions that we're feeling through Pisces season is also kind of merging all the past lives and the timelines that we were feeling back then and right now, or parallel lives, whatever you believe?
Yes and no. I think how it works is that we have our ghosts of the past. So sometimes I'm not going to go over this because it's a complex thing that concept if you're not familiar with past lives, but our own past lives can be ghosts still on this plane. So of course, if you believe in this, so it says that the past or ghosts from the past lives are asking that they need to be cleared and sent into the light, and they need peace. So this is where you have this opportunity to send peace and healing to your own past life, to your own souls. And this is something that you can claim, and you can make the best of it and set yourself free for the most of this life and the future lives. And because it's the strength, it is also saying that you're going to achieve way more in this life if you allow yourself to do it. Your mission is going to be accomplished 10 times.
Okay, wow. So seems like this, I love that, Sophie. Thank you for pulling cards on this. So I feel like this new moon Pisces is kind of a really important preparation for whatever is coming. And I want to say hi to Sol. Love you. Good to see you here. She's catching this live. Love you, girls. Love you too. Really happy that you're here with all of us. And yeah, so we're going to have this activation right here that is free on YouTube this Friday. It's going to be at 1 p.m. Eastern. Elena, can you give us a little word about what we're going to do here on this live meditation?
So it's been a long time that I haven't do a meditation with you guys. I'm very excited. We did a small meditation 2 weeks ago, but that's gonna be a longest meditation, about 20. I have a feeling it's gonna be 22 minutes. I don't know why. I feel like I'm always doing 22 minutes, and we're just gonna be able to start the healing already, and being able to receive all the information, like you said, Sophie. Even if the all the emotions that we're bringing up to light that we need to heal right now with that energy of the Pisces, that's the best moment to do it. If you cannot make it at 1 p.m., you can rewatch all the time this meditation. You can also watch it during the new moon as well on Sunday. Yeah, so I feel like we're going to be opening a lot of chakras that are blocked. There's some blockages as well, and be ready for that full moon. And when you put the video, I had a feeling as well that we're gonna be meeting in Atlantis all together in that meditation
Mm.
activation. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Mhm.
Powerful. I love that. Thank
Mhm.
you, Elena. It's like I'm having chills just by getting all of that downloads. Um, okay. I was going to, but like I have a feeling we might need to pull cards for Jake. Thank you, Jake, for sharing that. We're really, really happy and supporting you for your big move. He says, I will be leaving my corporate service job of 8 years on the 26th of March. So, very close to that eclipse on the next day to start my QHHT practice. Eclipse season is already very powerful. So, wow, this is amazing, Jake. First of all, congrats. Really happy. And Sophie, can we pull cards maybe for Jake to give him like a guidance or uh, yeah, words of wisdom with the cards, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Support.
Congratulations. That is a lot of courage to be able to do this move. So congratulations if this is what your heart is telling you. This is a very powerful position that you're going to be placed in, and a very big, powerful position of healing. And thank you so much for what you're going to do for the world. So let's see with the cards. We have the Hermit, we have the Five of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So what it says, it's that basically, and the Judgment underneath the deck. Basically, the Hermit represents you before in your old job. This is a position of the past. It represents also your clients that you're going to have, because your clients were looking for help and didn't know where they would like to go to get that healing. I don't know if you know it, but a lot of people are saying that hypnosis is the last place that people go for healing in general. So they have tried everything, they could not get help anywhere. So what you're doing when you're helping them with hypnosis, it's actually really giving them hope and giving them a breath of fresh air. So those clients are going to be extremely happy. We have a lot of chaos. So of course, you know, that job requires you to be extremely flexible, but you are going to be good. And it says you're going to do this job for a very long time. That means you're going to love it. That means you're going to have your practice working out very well. And the last card is a Wheel of Fortune. It means that you were always meant to do that. I have a personal feeling you're going to switch things up in your practice and implement your own way of doing things, that
Mm.
you start by reverse. So don't feel stuck to be in a box, even though you follow one way of doing it. As you learn it, the Wheel of Fortune is a wheel that turns. So I feel that you may start by the end, or that you may start by the middle of what you were supposed to be doing. So feel okay with practicing and changing it up.
Wow, I love that. Thank you so much, Sophie, for pulling cards, and congrats again, Jake. Yeah, and like Laura saying, QHHT is so healing. So very close to the eclipse, and I feel that it makes a lot of sense because we're all being guided to usually make our big life moves, and we're often presented with a lot of big destined opportunities really close to the eclipses. So that makes lots of sense. I think it's a great portal for changes. And this one is going to be particularly powerful, especially to release any kind of past karma, any kind of also past patterns. Maybe in past lives we've been doing things in a certain way, and now we're trying to move away from being kind of kept in a box, enslaved in some kind of way. So we're all freeing ourselves. It's going to be big. And just to remind you guys, if you'd like to take part of this big event, that's going to be the full moon eclipse activation on the 25th, and also we have the live preparation on the 15th. We have a 25% off coupon code right now. Eclipse is the discount code that you're looking for, and it will expire a week from now. So go ahead, and you'll see on maisonjupiter.com, you can see here a link to the activation. So thank you so much, guys, for participating in. And I was seeing a lot of people write the link in the chat. So I see that a lot of people resonate with that stuff. So really happy. Let's hope we can gather like the biggest community to really make the important transition to where we're supposed to go vibration wise.
And that's also, Julie, that's like, let's say any appointment that we're taking, any therapy that we're doing that type of activation, full moon meditation, it's a healing as well. So it's like an appointment but we're doing this appointment together and we're healing together. So
yeah, and like we all know that the more the merrier. So the more people are connected, the more healing, and we can channel really like great frequencies all together and make the work. So very excited for that. Very excited for you guys. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of this show. And also, we're going to be seeing you on Friday for the new moon activation in Pisces, celebrating the last new moon of the astrological year. So saying goodbye to Saturn and saying goodbye to, let's say, a last big healing cycle before the big eclipse party and the equinox. So very happy about that. And of course, if you need some more, let's say, help with releasing past lives, maybe, because it is a very trendy subject right now. And I feel like also I need to book with Sophie.
I was going to say that.
Yeah, we all need to book with her right now. So the new coupon code to get 10% off your next reading with Sophie is Jupiter. It's also available on the 1 hour tarot reading, on the past lives reading, and on the priority bookings that are 30 minutes. If you resonate and if you feel like you need a one-on-one help with releasing any kind of subject that you're being confronted with in your life right now. So that's it. And that's available on Maison Jupiter. And before we leave, and yeah, I love that, Lori. She said, we are breaking the matrix. We are.
Yeah.
I really love that comment. Yeah, I feel like it's really big what we're doing right now. Go ahead, Elena.
I was going to say, Sophie, I have seen you grown, and I'm watching you, and it's amazing. You're really in your field, and what you're doing, it's what you're supposed to be doing. And everything that you say, it's always on point. You're doing a great job.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah.
Sophie, I have to say, like, I had an appointment with her during the holidays, and I noted everything, and I'm so glad I did, because I've been reading this paper at least 5 times since the holidays, and everything, maybe except 2 points that I'm still waiting on seeing happening, but everything else happened exactly the way she said. So she is very, very, very on point. Very good point here, Elena, and so you are doing amazing.
Thank you so much. I'm trying not to cry here. So
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Lorianne is saying Sophie is born for this. Yes, I agree. What can the cards tell us as of, let's say, words of guidance, Sophie, for the rest of the week, maybe?
Find your freedom. So it goes with releasing a lot of stuff. So I think releasing and letting go of stuff. We cannot say that enough. It's not a time for distracting yourself. It's a time for intentionally letting go of stuff. So at the very least, before you go to bed, say to the universe, I want to release what is no longer for me. I want to release what is no longer serving me. And if you can take walk in nature and saying those things too. Whatever you do, put the intention of releasing. If you have just 5 minutes in the morning for your shower, put the intention before you enter in your shower, I want to release. Why? It's because this is going to give you your freedom, and nobody wants to come back. Nobody wants to have tons of lesson to learn about a pattern that you have been working on for 30 lives. So this is where you need to go in, finding your freedom. And that means for a lot of us that there is going to be more traveling also. So let yourself be guided with where you should be going next, because we are feeling like we need to get some activation with places we knew before. And I know lots of us are connected with Atlantis, so that could be one place, but for others, it's going to be other places, and that's totally fine. But there is collectively travel coming up.
Well, we're meeting in Atlantis.
Yeah, we're going to be meeting in Atlantis. So that's traveling right there. I love that. Yeah, I do resonate with that a lot. Wow. Thank you for an awesome show. Thank you, Sophie, for all the beautiful wisdom. Thank you, Elena, as usual, for your wisdom as well. Thank you for everybody commenting. I really love the discussion we're having over here. I think it's really high frequency. I love everything that everyone is adding over here. So thank you for being part of this beautiful community, and have a beautiful rest of your evening. And we'll see you on Friday if you want to join us for the live at 1 p.m. Eastern. And have a beautiful rest of your week, of course. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.